Hello everybody. So I am thrilled to have the fruit that I have today because this is one that is really interesting. You know, I've read about it before and it just seems like one of those things that is like almost too good to be true from the description. This is blackberry jam fruit, which is supposed to taste, as you would imagine, like blackberry jam. And you know, in the past I've had a lot of things that are supposed to taste like other things, and sometimes they do, sometimes they don't, but whether or not this does taste like blackberry jam, it is supposed to be really, really tasty, so I'm at least looking forward to that. Before I get any further, I need to thank the person who sent this to me, Dr. Turgman, who is one of my patrons over on Patreon. Thank you for sending this to me, because this is something I really wanted to try, and I've heard so much about it. You know, it's in Fruit Hunters, the book about rare fruit. That's probably the first time I heard about it, and it's got some notoriety. So let's take a look at the exterior here. You can see that it looks kind of like I don't know, like a tiny loquat. But what's interesting about it is that it is actually quite hard. It's like a little woody on the outside. I mean, you'd be able to, you know, break it with your fingers. When I squeeze it, I can kind of feel it giving, but not giving as if it's full of fruit, but that it's got like some air in it. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. How weird is that? It is like a very dark color on the inside, which is just like really a high contrast to how light it is on the outside. Yeah, that's pretty crazy looking. It's like shiny too, and you can see like why it was why I said it was kind of like hollow on the outside. It is seem like there is quite a lot of air in there. The fruit is just kind of sitting in there. The inside is like a jam consistency. That's cool. There's some very like small seeds in there. There seems to be like quite a bunch in there. That is very interesting. I don't think it tastes like blackberry jam though. It does a little bit. It definitely reminds me of jam. I just don't think I would go with blackberry. I think that there is quite a lot of little flavors in there, but it's not screaming berry to me. So I'd say like a good base flavor for this would be like raisins and prunes, maybe more towards a prune. So let's put like a layer of prune there, but this is like kind of like an undertone. A more major flavor for it is honey, but not just like any honey, like a little bit bitter and a very floral honey. Actually, quite a lot like chestnut honey. And maybe a hint of blackberry, but I'm reaching to get that blackberry because I want it to taste like blackberry, but I don't think it does. I think what it tastes like, however, is incredibly good. It's just very unique. It's not like blackberry jam, I think, does not really do it justice because there's a lot of little complicated flavors in there. So like chestnut honey, rose petals, prunes. That's kind of what I get. So yeah, I think that's about it. Once again, thank you, Dr. Turgman, for sending this to me. And this is a really interesting one, and really glad to have gotten a chance to try it. All right, till next time, guys. Bye-bye. Okay, I only have 1 minute, so I have to make this fast. Guys, click the like button if you enjoyed this video. Click the subscribe button if you haven't already. Click that bell. I don't know what the bell does, but it probably gives an angel its wings, so click on it. That dislike button,
don't click that one. Go to the comments, leave a comment if you have something to say. Go to this description, because in the description there is a link to my Patreon page where you can help contribute to my channel and make it grow. There's also a link to my website where you can see a backlog of videos, more information, and also you can buy a t-shirt at my website now. I want to give a special shout out to the channel Smarter Every Day. Smarter Every Day is a mega contributor on Patreon. They're really helping me out. If you like what I'm doing with Fruit, check out his channel because it basically covers everything involving science. It's really interesting. Also around there should be a couple of videos right here. These are the videos to my next week's episode, if it's up, and last week's episode, where you can check that out. I still have 3 seconds, guys, so thank you so much. Bye-bye.